Good housekeeping. Module 3. Module 3 reviews the need to optimize routine inspections, cleaning, and maintenance of catch basins and discusses the conditions that must be met under Minimum Control Measure, or MCM, 6 of the MS4 General Permit. Module 3 also highlights the proper storage and disposal of catch basin cleanings. The Module 3 is on the catch basin cleaning, inspection, and maintenance. So your catch basin program needs to optimize the cleaning, inspection, and maintenance of catch basins. So optimize is the key word here. You need to make the best or most effective use of. That is the definition of optimize. So make the best or most effective use of, and in this case, your catch basin cleaning program. So in MCM 6, one of the requirements is to develop an infrastructure operation and maintenance plan. And included in that is your catch basin program. And the Central Mass Regional Stormwater Coalition has developed a template for an infrastructure operation and maintenance plan. It's pretty basic start, but it is a start. It would be something that you could use as a reference to get started. There would be a lot of customization that would be required, but it's a good starting point. So under your catch basin cleaning program, one of the key things you need to do is to prioritize your inspection and maintenance. And under the MS4 General Permit lists or certain areas that you need to prioritize your inspections. So in areas of construction activity, for roadway, residential, commercial, or industrial development and redevelopment, you need to prioritize those areas. You need to clean more often, clean any of your catch basins more often if your inspection and maintenance indicate that you had excessive sediment or excessive debris loading. So excessive sediment or debris loading is anything greater than 50% of your sump. So if the sump is more than 50% full, that's considered excessive. And it's excessive because it will decrease the capacity and function of your catch basin. Part of the sump provides some treatment. It collects the sediment in the bottom. So if it's too full, then the flow will pass right through and there'll be no deposition of the solids. So in your catch basin program, you need to have a schedule, a cleaning schedule. Catch basins need to be routinely cleaned with a goal of having no catch basin have a sump with more than 50% full at any time. So if your catch basin sump is greater than 50% full 2 consecutive times, so you clean it one time and it has excessive sediment in it, and then you clean it out, and then during your next routine inspection it has more than 50% of its sump full, you need to do additional work. So you'll have to document the findings. So you document that you had this catch basin that had excessive sediment more than 2 times. And then you'll need to go upstream and investigate the drainage area that discharges to that catchment or to that catch basin and look for the sources of the excessive sediment. And then once you find the source, if you find it, you need to abate that contributing source to the extent practicable. So here I have an example of, like, say you have excessive sediment. There is a catch basin located right here. So this happens to be a construction site that has excessive sediment track out that would be contributing sediment to the storm drain system. So this could be a potential source of downstream excessive sediment. So part of your investigation would be to go upstream, and if you found this instance, you would say, well, this looks like it could be the source of my excessive sediment, and then you would have to try to abate that source. So maybe speak with the contractor on site or the developer and say, this needs to be taken care of. You need to have your erosion control practices in place on your site. Conduct street sweeping, have them clean it up. Document that. So in general, your catch basin cleaning program needs to be documented. You need to develop matrix and other information that you use to reach that determination. How did you know and how did you come about in your plan development that your plan is optimal? How to optimize that catch basin cleaning to get them to make it the most effective that you can for your municipality. And then you need to log your catch basins that were cleaned and inspected. So document, log, report, and repeat. So what needs to be reported in your annual report? They like to see numbers in your annual report. So you need to know the total number of catch basins that you have in your system, the number that were cleaned, the number that were inspected, the total volume or mass of material removed during your catch basin cleaning, and any actions that were taken regarding excessive sediment. The total quantity of material removed could be estimated on a per catch basin basis and logged, estimated and based on the dimensions of the temporary storage pile and logged, or it could be tracked based on dumping slips when it's disposed of. So you have your catch basin cleaning program, you clean your catch basins on a regular basis, and then what do you do with the cleanings? So catch basin cleanings, the residual material that is removed from your catch basins, the residuals are classified as solid waste by the Mass DEP. They may be disposed of at a landfill that accepts and is permitted to accept solid waste, but this is for catch basins that are in a complete separated system. Mass DEP may require cleanings from combined sewer catch basins to be tested before disposal. So testing is not required unless there is obvious signs of contamination. Say there was a spill, you knew there was a spill in the area that reached your catch basin, and you know that there's obvious contamination of the material in the sump. So landfills cannot accept materials with free draining liquid, so the liquid needs to be removed prior to disposal. If you have materials that you are known to be contaminated, they must be evaluated in accordance with the hazardous waste regulations. So here are a few examples of how you can dewater your catch basin cleanings. One method is to use a clamshell bucket to remove the material. This way you are leaving most of the majority of the water that's within your sump in the catch basin that you're cleaning. So you'd remove the material using the clamshell bucket and put it in the dump truck. You could decant water back into the catch basin or dispose to the sewer if it's allowed. And you could place the materials on a decant pad or drying bed and manage to prevent pollution from the water that's draining off of the cleanings. As I just mentioned, options for removing freestanding water from catch basin cleanings can be as simple as using a clamshell bucket, and after several catch basins along the same system are cleaned, the truck body can be elevated to decant the water back into the catch basin. However, if your community does not own a clamshell bucket but owns a Vactor truck, the standard practice is to decant the water back into the catch basin or system of catch basins being cleaned. A lot of trucks have the ability to draw the water off the Vactor truck, which would facilitate this. Other options include temporarily storing the cleanings on a holding pad, decant pad, drying bed, or roll-off container to allow the water to evaporate or drain from the cleanings. Be mindful of where any draining water flows to and implement measures to prevent pollution as necessary. The temporary holding pad should be located on an impervious area, and the draining liquids should flow to a catch basin that discharges to a sanitary sewer or into a holding tank. Some municipalities have a catch basin cleaning station at their wastewater treatment plant, where the cleanings are temporarily stored on a pad that collects the free draining water, and the free draining water flows back to the treatment works. Once dewatered, the solids are hauled to a landfill. Other communities subcontract out their catch basin cleaning. Mass DEP may approve catch basin cleanings as grading and shaping materials at landfills undergoing closure or used as daily cover or grading material at active landfills. Consult with the Solid Waste Section Chief in the appropriate Mass DEP regional office for information about applying for an approval and/or a beneficial use determination for other uses, including non-landfill uses. Information on management of catch basin cleanings and the Mass DEP Regional Solid Waste Section Chief's contact information can be found on the Mass DEP's website shown on the screen. A list of active solid waste landfills in Massachusetts is also available on the Mass DEP website at the following location. In summary, the following are links to resources referenced in Module 3.